Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown. I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Cody.
Today we are going over the releases for this week. We have a whole bunch of guard stuff, basically the second two and a half wave.
Yeah, kind of 2.5 Boogaloo.
2.5 Boogaloo of the Astra Militarum, not the Imperial Guard, and then one Space Marine. So we are going to go over the Space Marine first because the star of the show is the Astra Militarum. So let's, without knocking stuff over. Okay. Oh, God, I'm so good at this. All right, first we got. Okay. This is Captain Messinius. He is, I don't know anything about lore. So
he's just a captain of the Ultramarines. He got his, he's got a really special power fist that he got from somebody. I don't remember who he got it from, but it's extra special. It shows in the sculpt that it's extra special. It's got like a lion's face on it, I think.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, no, it has a horse on it.
Oh, it's a horse.
It has a horse on it.
Close
but
enough.
It is.
They don't know what animals are.
Right. It is pretty unique, and it says, follow his story in the Dawn of Fire series. So if you want to learn more about this guy in particular, follow his story in the Dawn of Fire series.
Yeah, he is the special black library model. So
yeah. So he's going to be like a limited thing, is not going to be continuously going. Usually the black library models go for like a good while, but they're limited edition.
And then when they're gone, they're really expensive on eBay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Not trying to FOMO anybody. But,
but okay, we can move on to some of the guard stuff. Let's do the most boring first.
I wouldn't say it's most boring. It's just that we've seen everything like twice now from this.
So it is literally the army box without the book or the cards. That's it. Everything else is the same, which is fine because sometimes you don't need the second book and cards if you want to pick up the. Like, I know some people that picked up 2 army boxes where if they'd have waited, they could have got.
Right.
Could have got this instead. But, yeah, it's just the army box. It's got good stuff, except for the stuff and the guys in the back apparently is not that good. But
I've heard bad things.
I do not play Astra Militarum. I couldn't tell you.
I don't either.
I played against them, and they hurt me. They hurt me good. But, so yeah, this is the one we can talk about the least just because it's nothing new. We've seen all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they're all new sculpts, newish, but we've seen them before.
We have the new Commissar, who is very fancy. I like this much better than the old Commissar.
Oh yeah,
because the old Commissar he looked very cartoony.
Yeah, the hats aren't 3 feet tall anymore, so that's my favorite part about him.
And the chains aren't like the size of wrists.
Yep.
And yeah, so this guy's great. I like his new sculpt. He's got exactly, from what I can tell on the back, exactly 2 options, which is power sword or chain sword.
Doesn't he have 2 pistols? Maybe not.
Not in this shot.
Okay, maybe not. I'm wrong. That might be the Castellan.
Yeah, that guy definitely has 2 pistols. In fact, let's bring him over.
Okay. And Castellan's next.
Castellan is next. We're gonna pop this one open just because he's got some options in here. On the front, he has bolt pistol and power sword, and then on the back, he has quite a few options. So we have plasma pistol, no pistol and pointing, auto pistol, all this stuff. We're gonna pop it up.
Yeah, tons of head options, just cosmetic stuff.
Yeah. Nobody likes taking the exact same model twice. So the fact that there's options if you want to run 2 Castellans or to customize your own is great.
Yeah, if that's something you do in Astra Militarum, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like we got 4 head options up here. We got a little gripping fingers. The scenic base is nice. It's similar to a tactical rock.
Yeah, I kind of like the helmet option. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, with the full AM helmet on.
Yeah, I think it looks better than Solaire's helmet. Honestly, like it's less.
I like the captain's hat.
Yeah, I mean that's always kind of a classic.
It is nice. But it's good stuff. Good sculpts as always. I love giving options. I'm kind of at this point too used to the new Primaris guy comes out, bam. Does he have options? No. He gets that one.
No, and even then it's very limited. Like, oh, he gets a sword or something else.
Yeah, swap his sword hand out and you're done because they had extra room on the sprue. Which is why I'm glad for the new lieutenant that's coming up actually has options in his
kit.
Yeah,
he's boasted to be the most customizable Lieutenant HQ, whatever we've seen was
Most customizable Primaris by a long shot.
yeah, for sure.
All right, so we've done the Commissar, we've done the Messinius, we've done the Combat Patrol. Okay. This is the thing that it's. Josh wanted me to tell you that he's very, very excited about this one. He's unfortunately sick today, so he couldn't come in to record.
Yeah.
But
go figure. Our guard player.
Yeah, the one of us that plays Astra Militarum is out today.
Who could probably tell us everything we need to know.
Yeah.
But...
This is great. It's very similar to the little blister packs for the Space Marines or the Black Templar one.
Yes.
That it's just cosmetic options. If you want to kit your guys out, actually, and it does have the little tank commander in here, which is nice because they got rid of basically all of the other ones except for I think Strachan is the tank commander normally.
I have no idea.
Okay, fair enough.
And unlike with the Space Marines, you can like literally build like 2 more guardsmen.
Yeah, out of this thing because there's legs and arms and heads and everything in here. So that's really nice that you can do that. Because you can't. So this is a box of 2 guardsmen in it.
Yeah. See, I was
2.5.
If you watched our previous videos, I'm kind of on the fence about this release just because it's like it's cosmetic releases that look exactly like all of the other stuff that have come with the new guard. So I'm like, they already have it, but you know, I guess if you're a guard player, you know their models a lot more intimately than me, so you kind of know what is and isn't there. But what I kind of want is I want that, but like with like Valhallans or Krieg or whatever other ones there are. Like I hope that they do this with other Astra Militarum things.
So this is the Cadian upgrades. You want like Catachan upgrades and the not Catachan because they just came out in Kill Team, but
like some of them like they wear coats or they have like some different other cosmetic parts. We'll see that when we get to the Attilan Rough Riders. But like that's what that would be cool. They do.
So it would be similar to the Space Marine ones where it's like here's your Raven Guard shields and shoulder pads, but for I think that would be nice.
Yeah,
I think this is good because it's not required; it's just cool. Except for the tank commander, but you know, I would pay $25 for a tank commander, or however much this is. It doesn't have a price on it right now.
Yeah, I want to say it's like 40, but
40.
I'm not sure.
I hope that's not 40. It might. If it's 40, put a clown nose over my face. We're gonna do the Aegis defense line next because we're gonna pop that one open too. So the Aegis defense line,
it's a wall.
Is a wall. Historically, fortifications haven't been great. I don't know if this one's great. I haven't seen the rules for it. I don't like this one compared to the old age defense line. The way that it goes together is I don't know if I can. Yeah. So it has these like little spikes that goes into like little sockets, and that's how it's supposed to fit together. And I just think that would be so much of a bitch.
Yeah, especially if they're like painted and depending on how like tight the fit is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because either they're going to be like super loose and it's not going to matter if they're there, or it's going to be really tight. See, I would just like cut off all of those and just magnet it.
Exactly.
Like, which I think would have been way easier and less, I don't know, finicky. I feel like these are going to break anyway, depending on how big they are. I don't know how big they are. But man, yeah, I'm just not a fan of this one. Some people might be, whatever floats your boat, but man, the old one's better in my opinion.
Again, I mean,
why we're not opening this one, but
the sculpt looks okay.
It looks fine.
It looks cool, but like I don't feel like there's anything exciting about it.
Yeah. Hey, guard, do you want to buy a wall?
Do you want a wall? Like if it did something for your army, cool, whatever. But like,
yeah, it has.
I mean, this is the only cool part about it.
Yeah,
honestly. But other than that, it just reminds me of like the walls that come with every single Kill Team box.
Yeah, this would be great for Kill Team.
Yeah,
like it would be cool.
It'd be great for Necromunda.
It'd be great for Necromunda. I love this stuff.
Give your seal of approval again.
Yeah, I need a Mitchell seal of approval. But yeah, not too exciting other than it's an update of an old kit, which is fine. And they could have done better in my opinion. But
yeah.
And I'm not a guard player. Maybe Josh will like cut in right here and go, "Hey Mitchell, you're wrong."
Actually,
cut out.
No, that was my impression of Josh.
All right. We get the last one.
All right.
We have the stuff that everybody except for Josh is excited about. The Attilan Rough Riders. Attilan? It's got to be Attilan, right?
I think it's Attilan because, like, Attila the Hun.
Attila the Hun. And that's definitely what they're based on. They have the fluffy hats and the, well, I was gonna say the top knots, but freaking half of the universe has top knots in 40K. They have
Sounds better than man bun.
Yes, way better than man bun. Let's not even look at the back. Let's just pop it open. I actually am one of the ones that is kind of a fan of the horses themselves. I don't mind the horses. It's the guys on the back that I just think looks really bad.
Yeah, and see, that's kind of like playing off of what I was just talking about. Like, buy that Cadian sprue and put the heads and some of the bits on these guys.
Yeah.
And then you have some Cadian Rough Riders, which
I've seen people do. I've seen them do it with the veteran guardsman head, the Krieg heads. But it's they have the fluff on their gloves too, and man, that seems like it would be a real pain.
Yeah, and I mean for the dedicated hobbyist, like that might be cake work, but like I'm talking,
file them off.
I'm talking just for like average, just put stuff together, glue it together, and then paint it. I feel like that's like would be a great option. Or if you wanted to run an Attilan just regiment in general, like why don't they sell these little fluffy hats and arms?
Right, that's true.
Separate as well.
And again, I'm not a huge fluff bunny. I have no idea if these guys have.
I don't either. I just know that like the OG model was just like a crack grenade or a frag grenade on a spear.
Yeah.
Now their spears are a lot more fancy. I don't know if they had the fancy spears before.
And then you can make them melt-a-spears.
Melt-a-spears.
Which is ridiculous because this is why everybody's like excited about them, because for some reason rather than either picking melta or frag when you take them, you get to swap every time you make an attack. So if you charge a unit, you can go frag spear, and they explode and do a whole bunch of individual wounds. Or if you charge a tank, you can go melt a spear, boom. Don't ask how they survive the melt a spear. Don't worry about it.
I'm still questioning how they survive a grenade spear.
That's true.
Like
it's a chart. It's like a what are they called? C4, where it's directional explosion.
Oh, like a claymore or
yeah,
something?
Claymore. That's what I'm going for. And these, I'm gonna look at this one. These do not get my Necromunda seal of approval.
No.
Because the legs are molded onto the horses.
Never mind.
Stop it, GW.
I don't like this kid anymore.
You gotta file the legs off or just deal with having a cloak on. Yeah. The kit looks cool if that's what you're into. I know if I were to get them, I would take the little fluffy hats and the gloves off. But I'm not gonna get them because I don't play guard. Unless I could play them in Gene Stealer calls. I don't think I can.
Yeah, and then you could just trade their heads out for bald heads, and then you have Gene Stealers on top.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the fluffy hats.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Yeah, this is Josh is not totally excited about these. He's a tank guy. It's tanks all the way. So horse is not really exciting him too much, except for Lord Solar, his horse is basically a tank. It's a metal horse.
Yeah, it's so like 300 years old or something.
Yeah, 300-year-old metal horse. So yeah, if these guys, the legs were not sculpted on, I would be much happier. I would probably get them for conversion reasons, but man, not a fan.
Yeah, I don't know what I would run with horses, so I don't think I'd get them regardless. But if I were to ever take the plunge into Imperial Guard, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, they're very okay. I don't mind the hat. Like, I don't like that the legs are sculpted on. Like, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I don't mind their hats too much. But I would probably do something of like I just said, whatever chosen regiment I'd take. I'd just kit bash the heads and cut some arms because I like doing that stuff.
Yeah, fair. Me too. All right. If you guys are excited about the Attilan Riders, if you're not like Josh, tell us down below in the comments. Is this the last thing you need for your competitive guard army, or is it something you're never going to buy? And until next time, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Coty.
Bye.
Bye.